Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, I'm turning the clear plastic base from the Landspeeder Vengeance kit into a tiny slice of ocean, complete with waves, shine, and a little bit of wake effect. Oh, let's get into it. I started by mixing Woodland Scenics Realistic Water with a dash of their turquoise and navy blue tints. Basically, I made a hobby Kool-Aid, right? To keep the water in place, I wrapped painter's tape around the edge of the clear base. This is the part where I pretended to be a structural engineer. Spoiler, I was not. I poured the tinted water mix in and let it dry overnight, and in the morning, surprise, some of it leaked out and glued the base of the cardboard box like it was trying to escape. Well, it did. After a not so heroic battle, I peeled off the cardboard and cleaned up the edges with a hobby knife. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. I've got to figure out a better way to do this in the future. Since the first pour didn't give me quite the ocean look I wanted, I mixed glossy Mod Podge with a bit of that water tint and brushed it all over the surface. This actually worked out great. It leveled everything out, leaving in a few ripples, and gave me a really nice calm ocean look. Now, keep in mind, this is the first time I've tried these water effects. I'm sure you've seen in previous videos where I utilize water effects, but that was some time dilation stuff, right? So that was actually after this. This was my very first time working with this, and it was very much trust the process throughout. And I was just kind of winging it and playing with it, because the worst thing is I ruined a base, and I'm sure I could find another one. But I think it came out really well, and I was pretty excited at this point. I wanted that classic boat wake effect, like the Landspeeder is skimming over the water at just breakneck speeds. So I grabbed glossy Mod Podge again and mixed it in with some white paint, and started drawing little V-shapes behind the model. Now, one pass wasn't enough, so I had to do a few layers over a day or two as it dried to build up a little bit more of the depth. It was kind of like just playing with like frosting on a cake, and except for, it's plastic and resin. But so here at this point, that was kind of my base depth. And then it's like, well, that's not how water effects really work, right? So at this point, I kind of wanted to add those little extra like water bubbles in the middle and kind of add imperfections to this line. After a few more layers, the wake finally popped. Subtle, glossy, and just dramatic enough to say, yeah, this thing's going fast. The ocean color came through just enough, and the surface smoothed out in front. The whole base looked exactly the way I wanted at the end. As I continue to kind of play with more bubbles, and as I covered it each time with that Mod Podge, I couldn't quite tell what I was doing because of that color and opaqueness. But I think at the end it came out really well, so I'm pretty happy. And that's it. A tiny ocean for a very angry little flying machine. If you joined this, please hit like, subscribe, and tell me what base I should over-engineer next time. Thanks for watching.